You know how people are always like, oh, I made, you know, discard waffles, or I made discard pancakes, or I made, you know, discard pizza dough, whatever. And you're like, what does that even mean? This is what it means. So here was my sourdough starter. I'm gonna feed her right now. She's at 53 something grams. Anyways, there was more of it. I should have showed you at the beginning, but I forgot. So anyways, there was more of it. Here's half a cup. I need to feed her right now, right? And so I don't really want to build her up. I don't have any more baking I'm gonna do. I just made a couple loaves of bread and some bagels. So like I'm good on the baking part. Now I kind of just want to like make some discard recipes. So this is the discard. So I'm like taking some off so that it doesn't just get more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and I have all this sourdough coming out of my ears. So this is like the throwaway. Like you would throw this away so that you could just have a little bit of starter. Actually, I could even have less if I wanted to. It doesn't even have to be this much. This is actually a lot. But this is what the discard is. And when someone says, I made a discard XYZ, this is this. So when you first start building up your starter, there's a lot of times where you're throwing stuff away and then rebuilding it, throwing it away, rebuilding it, and everything. And so like right now, I'm making sourdough discard pancakes. So I am taking the discard, of which I would possibly throw away, which I wouldn't throw away because I'm going to use it. And so I'm going to make some pancakes. And then like later, so I'm going to feed it. And honestly, I'm going to look up if I can use active starter. So then when it's active is when you feed it, like in the morning, afternoon, whatever time you feed your starter, and you're like, oh, I need 500 grams of starter for my baking day, and you only have 50 grams of starter. Well, you can put 450 grams of flour and water into your starter so that you have 500 grams when you're ready for it, right? If that makes sense. So anyways, then like, so if you fed it in the morning and then you needed it in the afternoon, like you just wait until it doubles in size and it has all those air bubbles and you're like, oh, my starter's ready, it's active. So anyways, all that said, I'm gonna feed mine right now with a good chunk. I want to like fill a couple jars because I want to make a couple discard recipes this weekend, and so I'm gonna like build it up pretty big so that I can make some discard recipes. I want to make some discard Pop-Tarts, and then possibly some discard cinnamon rolls. I don't know where we're gonna go with it, but I need like a lot of starters so that I can like get rid of it, if that makes sense. And like the discard is like basically day-old starter. That's what it is. It's not fresh active starter. The fresh active starter is what you use when you bake. The discard is the day-old starter that's been sitting on your counter and you're like trying to go and refresh it. So you're emptying out most of it and then like replacing it. That's the discard. I hope this made sense. I really wanted to like clear that up because that was something that I was like, what is discard recipes? What? And so all the research I've been doing and like watching other bakers and stuff, that's what it is. So if that really helped you, I hope it did. Anyways, I'm gonna make some discard pancakes. They're super delish. I only had enough sourdough discard for half a recipe, so I'm gonna make half a recipe. I added a couple extra eggs though. I don't know what I'm looking for. But it's starter, eggs, milk, baking powder, baking soda, and that's it. It calls for sugar, and flour, obviously. It calls for sugar, but I don't add sugar because we put maple syrup on top, and I just don't feel like I need to add another sugar to them. But anyways, hope you have a good day, and I hope this helped.